Welcome back, Weather Kingdom. We are going to be doing a live stream here of everything on Erin. We have our fifth name storm and soon to be our our first hurricane of the Atlantic hurricane season. Oh, okay, you guys, welcome back. I am sorry about the wait and delay. Just give me one moment. We are going to be taking a look at the Erin and everything. There's been a lot of talk. And yes, right now I do think it is a chance that this does not impact the USA at all. But there's a chance where it could easily trend. Today, we've been going back and forth for the last 3 days now with trending closer to the United States, especially with last night. And now today, latest 12Z runs back there. It's been very uncertain. And it's getting kind of annoying at this point. But I'm going to try and help you guys today in this one to see what could happen. And give you guys maybe a few analogs that we can take a look at. So just give me one moment. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We are trying to get to 260 subscribers. That is the ultimate goal. Alright, so one moment. Let's take a look here. Just one moment. We're going to be live. We're going to be going over everything. Alright, let's get some things going here. We are here. Alright, our drop rate, everything's going good. That's awesome. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. That is amazing. We're going to be taking a look at Hurricane Erin. Tropical Storm Erin, my bad. Not hurricane. But there's a little delayed. Yeah, that's the classic YouTube delayed. I can easily just tell you right now. I don't know why it's delaying that much. Okay, no, it fixed itself. Okay, so Tropical Storm Erin, 1,006 millibars, 45-mile-an-hour winds. I do not think they're going to weaken this anymore. We have the National Hurricane Center to go over with. And now we got the 18Z runs. And this is a bit interesting. Actually, let's actually take a look at all this. We're going to go from 0Zs. Wow. Okay, so very interesting. Let's go get my Epic Pen. We're going to be taking a look. It's a little more north on the latest 18Zs, away from more towards. I personally think that this can hit the island still. At least skim the islands. I still think that's a very big possibility, especially with how weak it's been going when this was forecast to be a 60 by now. I think that's another major thing we have to take a look at. But if we take a look at the 12Zs and the 18Zs, let's look at that. So 12Zs was here. I do not know where... Okay, so it is a little bit... It has a more dramatic turn. Yeah, so this is what it's showing. What we noticed today is we have a good agreement that's going to go south, but then they have it going, once it hits 45 degrees west, it already has it start turning west-northwest for quite a while. If this can go a little bit more just due southwest, this is going to easily go south pretty quick, okay? This could easily change, but they do have it in the next 72 hours about here. If that's a little bit more south and we're all the way down here still, that we're going to have to watch, that's in 3 days from now. We see things can still change. This is only 3 days out, all right? This is about 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out, 7 days out, and then 8 days out. I mean, this is still can easily change. We are more focused on, we pretty sure know that 24 hours out, we're in a pretty good consolidate that it will be going southwest to even west. Okay? 48 hours out, I don't know. That's where things already, I think the next 48 hours will be very pivotal for this system. Does this stop here going south to west actually continue just a little bit longer, and we can get closer to 15 degrees latitude over here? That's a possibility. I'm not ruling it out. But do we see it going north? Today, what we see is a sharper turn. We see it more now going north. And Bermuda's impact possibility, even regardless this is a fish storm, Bermuda impacts are very possible. 12Z had Bermuda up here, and then it had these model runs pretty close. So let's just take a look. Look, boom. Look how they just all of a sudden shift. I'm not buying that right now. Okay, we're just going to have to wait and see. Because if we take a look at the 6Z run, look at that. We go from 6Z. Okay, let's zoom this on in. Let's go from 6Z to that. Look at that. Boom. It has much more of a sharper turn. That could change in the 0Z runs. That is very possible. Once again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Share with this with your friends and family. Very important. Thank you guys for watching. Very thing. And by the way, in the title, before you guys start commenting saying major impacts, I do have question marks. Okay? And this goes with Bermuda, the Western Antilles, northern parts of Puerto Rico, Nova Scotia. It goes for anywhere along in this track. Okay? But very interesting on the track guidance that has just came out. The intensity forecast is, once again, very widespread. We got all the way from a Cat 4 all the way to a weak 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm. Very crazy that we have much of a spread like this. Majority of the models do say Cat 1, Category 2, and then Category 3 in the next 5 days. That is possible. We could easily see a Category 5 in the next 5 days. This is going to be very interesting because don't mind some of these other ones. They ain't going to rapidly strengthen. The atmosphere is a little bit not conducive for major development. But we take a look at the National Hurricane Center here, and they do agree it will stay a tropical storm and move southwest. They also agree once we hit, it's a little bit different. Once we kind of hit 40 degrees, 43 degrees west, all of a sudden you got that west, and then once you hit that 45 degrees, it starts that turn, okay, to the north. Very glimpse. Does that happen? And I think that's going to be a very big question as we go into tomorrow. Once we hit tomorrow, morning. And tomorrow night, do we start seeing a northern turn, or do we start seeing this, or do we see even a deeper dive? And this kind of does this go more like this and then boom? I don't know. That's a very big possibility. So there is some room, and you can tell in the National Hurricane Center there is quite a bit of room. And even northern Puerto Rico, northern the islands are now in the cone. I could see the 5 p.m. update shift back to the north a little bit. That's a very slim possibility. But we're just waiting and seeing. If you guys are new, please like, comment. If you guys want me to answer any questions, thank you guys for all the viewing and everything. I really appreciate that. We're going to be here for the next 30 to even an hour on this, and really giving you guys the details of what could happen even if it goes into southern solution. National Hurricane Center does agree in the next 5 days or so, 4 to 5 days, we do get a major hurricane. Once again, that is very possible. Okay? I'm not ruling out far eastern Bahamas. Bermuda, I'm not ruling out. I'm not even ruling out South Carolina and North Carolina. So I want to take a look here of what I think is possible as of right now. And we're going to color code it. So if you guys are in the Dominican, let's go with yellow. We're going to actually go with, no. All right, we're going to go with yellow here because I want to show you guys the slim possibilities. So Miami, Florida, about to Orlando, and then about here. That's a very, very slim possibility. Okay. Now I want to take a look more at a possibility here. I want to take a look at the orange. We are going to actually include parts of Florida and Georgia and South Carolina. That's another possibility. And then for the most likely, if this was going to hit land, would be North Carolina and the Outer Banks or Bermuda. That's the possibilities right now that I'm thinking. If you guys are in, once again, the Bahamas, I think this portion I would put you guys in about here. You guys are in the yellow. Okay? Parts of the far eastern Bahamas, I would say I'll give you guys a good orange. That's another possibility. Let's say this stays a little bit more south and rides the storm track like this and then does something like that. That's what I'm thinking right now. It could change. I don't know. Okay? So I want you guys to take a look at this. Look at the areas where I have that. And even the Northeast. I think the Northeast is in play too. But we're too far out. I mean, this is today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. This is a 5-day forecast. All right. It starts getting a little wonky once you hit the 3rd to 4th day out. Okay. Just something to keep an eye on. Nothing too major. Okay. Thank you guys. I really appreciate everything. Let's keep things going. If you guys are new, please like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. That'll mean a lot. But there's a little bit over the National Hurricane Center what we could see. Okay. Currently, I want to take a now look at the satellite imagery and really digest the satellite imagery because there's been a lot of talk about it. And I will say Erin did lose its convection quite a bit, but it easily can regain its convection. But one thing we noticed today, under the hood. What do we mean when people say in the weather world, under the hood? Under the hood, you know how the structure of the car, that's, you got the outside, that's what it looks like. But under the hood is where your engine is, how's the structure of the car, is there rust and stuff. So we're using that as like a little thing in the storm here too. We are starting to see some pop-up convection more and more as we get later in the day today. And that should continue to pop, and we should start to see the atmosphere once again regained. What we're noticing is today we had a very big naked swirl, but it was a biggest, very strong swirl. We even had a low-level feature I, not with convection, but it had a strong, compact, tropical storm structure that's very conducive once it gets into a better environment. So why is today it's not looking like Erin is doing too much? Number one, we had dry air intrusions that really kept the convection going. Another big one was the water temperatures. And another one was a little bit of shear. Shear is more of the less. It was more of the drier and colder water temperatures. But as this keeps going west, especially once you hit 45 degrees west, we'll be showing you guys that, we are only at about 38 degrees west. 45 degrees west is where the water is when it really starts to hit that 27, 28 degrees Celsius. And that's very possible there. Okay? Thank you guys. We're at 5 likes. Let's get up to 10 at least likes by the end of stream. I think we can easily do that. The high res here on the naked swirl. Alright, now I don't think it's a naked swirl. It has gotten some shallow convection under the swirl. We are digesting the system from the satellite imagery. Let's just give it a moment. And you can definitely tell things are about to go off soon, as we got a, wow, just wonderful, you can just see it here. I mean, we got a really, really nice swirl underneath these cloud tops here. Look at it. Actually, let's go a little bit smaller here, and let's go with black. So, I'm going to, oh, sorry about that with the mic if you guys heard that. You can easily see we got a vicious swirl right here. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Boom. That's a really nice swirl. This is where the low pressure is, somewhere around there. All right, it's about just south of 17 north. And we could, well, oh, thank you. We're at 6 likes. Let's get up to 10. And let's get up to about 260 subscribers. If you guys are new, it would mean a lot. And share this with your friends and family. We also, you could tell, see a beautiful structure here. A lot of banding already features underneath the hood that could easily help to develop this. There is some dry air, but it is slowly but surely getting its atmosphere back together. Big thing was of that dry air that got into it. Look at that, those shallow banding features developing slowly but surely. Really organized structure here in Erin today. Maybe not with convection, but the Erin solution of the possibility of soon to be more convective activity. Now we're at 7 likes. Let's keep raising it up. It will mean a lot to me and a lot to the fan base here. I love how the community has really started to grow on these live streams. I'm trying to fix that lag. I think it's a little bit better. I don't hear anyone complaining, but if there is still a lag, please let me know, because I've been working behind the scenes to fix whatever lag that was showing in the last few streams, and I'm hoping it's a little bit faster, better, and more smooth. I was sorry about that, but I'm hoping it's a little bit better now. Now let's get back on topic here. This is that naked swirl. It is beautiful underneath the hood. Very good structure, very good banding features, low-level eye feature. It's a pretty compact low here too. It's not like it's a big, massive, broad area of low pressure either. It's pretty nice here on the satellite imagery. All right. Now let's take a look at the farther view out here. So we go to shortwave. This goes, instead of a minute, it goes in the last like hour of what this storm has been doing in the satellite imagery. And let this just load just a bit. All right, so it looks like to me is making a possible nosedive just to the south a bit on the latest satellite imagery. And if it does, I mean, the further south this does go and the further west it goes, and with the speed and everything, that's going to be very crucial for the track also. And that's something you guys need to take a look at. Yes, the models right now is, I'm going to be honest with you, the models have not been doing good. I feel like in the last bit of hurricane seasons, it has been struggling. On GFS has its own struggles. The Euro also, the Icon. I mean, we've been going back and forth. I mean, we just take a look at all the runs. We've been going 100 miles west, 100 miles east, 100 miles west. It's that windshield effect, and it's bugging because it's like, okay, now what? Now it's going out to sea? I don't know. All right. If you could tell here a little bit of a southern shift, this was earlier here in the naked eye. This is what we talked about, that naked eye. I had that little clearing right there and that shallow thunderstorm convection. I mean, look at that. You had a beautiful band right there underneath the hood. You have another nasty band coming into the eye in the low levels. You got another really nice band out here. I mean, this was pronounced underneath the hood. Very, very well and done. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty nice small underneath the hood of the storm. All right. But then as we kept going further and further, we went from, I want to take a look too here. This is that L. So L is right there. All right. This was about 17 north. And now I want you to take a look at where we are now. So where we are now, I would say somewhere around here, maybe. Let's quickly, I want to play this just a bit. Yeah, that's where it is. That's where it looks like to be. So, now I want to take a pause here and show you guys the latest. So, there's that track up. And, hey, Weather Cam, how is it looking? Hey, Peter Moss, we are looking pretty good. We are going right now over the satellite imagery. Right now, it looks like it could go out to sea, but there is that 50-50 right now. I would say, in my opinion, we have the windshield effect. If you are not new, Peter Moss, the windshield effect is when when the models go 50 miles north, and then the next run 50 miles south. Then we go to the next run. Now it's east, west, north, south, and it's not that consistent where we got one model run right here, and then the next mile run, maybe it's a little tag like 5 miles south, 5 miles north. That's when you know you're starting to come with consistency. And we have not seen that on the models. And maybe as we get into later tonight, the 0Zs, the 6Zs tomorrow, and especially tomorrow, we should get in better knowing of what's going to happen. We have 19 people watching right now. Let's keep getting that up. We are doing absolutely amazing. The windshield wiper effect. Yes, it is, Peter Moss. The windshield wiper effect. That is what's going on with the models. We're going to have to wait and see if we do see that continue to go down. 12Zs now have it. You know, some of the models from this morning to the 12Z, now it's 50 to 100 miles off the coast. So it's really bugging to me that the models is not grabbing on. And what I think it is too, one run shows in my thumbnail, I made a little thumbnail where how the atmosphere and why this could be going out to sea or a little bit closer. We have some analogs to look at also, but a very interesting thing also I'm seeing is, one run we're having the trough stronger and the ridge stronger, and then the ridge weaker. Then the next run, the ridge is now way stronger and the trough is weaker. And GFS on this run had the trough a lot stronger. And it's very interesting. I was looking at some analogs and I saw it in the Discord also. It was a 2010 Errol. Very interesting, very precise. Now we're at 20 things. Okay, thank you. If you guys are new, please let's get up to 260 subscribers. And thank you guys. We are at 8 likes. Let's get 2 more. And we are at 10 likes. So any more questions? Peter Moss, if you have any more questions, please let me know. Anyone else, please let me know in the comments below. So we're going to get right back in here, and this is very interesting. So I was just taking a look at, if you guys are not paying attention or you guys were not here before, we are now looking at the satellite imagery, and we're looking at what it's been like for the last few hours. And one thing we notice, it is moving west-southwest. How we know this is from a little bit earlier. This was about just a tag north of 17 degrees west. Now we're a tag degrees south of the 17. I'm from Pat's Discord. We've been keeping on top of this all last night. Yep, we have. Yes, so I'm doing this by myself before Pat has another stream later. If you guys are know Pat Path Predictor, please go check him out. He is an awesome weather dude. He honestly inspired me to do my own channel more and help me out, and I really appreciate Pat. He's a great friend in the weather world, also in real life. I love talking to him. He's an awesome dude, really nice, and you guys need to just go slam those subscribe buttons, and I mean, he's just awesome. So go ahead, go subscribe there and like his videos and stuff, and stay tuned to our stream later with Pat. I will be on there once again. We are at 9 likes. Let's get to 10 likes. It's B Delta. Okay. Oh, hey. Hey, Delta. It is nice talking. But also, let's keep going here on the stream. This is that latest look. Once again, you can tell the structure from earlier to now. We have more of that spotty convection bubbling up. It's not even nighttime on this storm. We're in Dural minimum, and then we're going to have Dural maximums as we get later tonight. So Daniel River, good afternoon, Weather Nation. I wonder if at either 5 p.m. or 11 p.m. the National Northeast track reflect on the west-southwest movement. Yes, that's actually a very good question. I do think they will, but I think they might tag it a little bit more north of the islands now. No, you're good, Daniel. No, you're good. Don't feel bad weather for me. No, I want you guys, if you guys want to talk to each other, please talk to each other in the chat. I don't mind. Discuss all you want. I'm not here to stop you. We're at 10 likes, so let's slam it. We're going to get a new goal. Let's get to 15 likes. That would be the best. Oh, we're at 11. Thank you. 21 watching. This feels awesome, you guys. You guys have been really supporting my live streams lately, and it's really been motivating me to get better and better and show you guys more maps and stuff. Let's get to 260 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of tonight, please share this. But let's get right back into it. So we're almost done with the satellite imagery. Now let's let it play again because we were just here. Then we're going to be taking a look at some of the hurricane models and stuff like that. Very great. I'm keeping an eye on the chat too, if you guys have any questions. There it is, that spotty convection that's been going on for the last few hours. I do think as Dural minimum changes to Dural maximum, we will be seeing more convection explode later tonight when we are streaming. And I'm most likely going to do another stream tonight. Stargazer, hello. Thank you, you guys. This is just awesome. We're at 13 likes now. This is just awesome. Really appreciate you guys all the support. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. But let's get back into this. So now I want to take a little bit of a look at the water temperatures because I did say we have some dry air issues and some water temp issues. So we're going to keep an eye on the SST anomalies. Let's go out into the tropical Atlantic. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. So there's the SST anomalies where we are at. So we are currently right now about, we don't even need to go 45 degrees west. We honestly just need to go 40 degrees west here. And boom, we're already at that. So with us being in now, we're starting to get into that 26 degrees. We're still a little bit off. We're about 38, 37 degrees west. But in the next couple hours, as this gets closer to 39, 40 degrees west, we start entering that 30, 26, that minimum to start strengthening. Hello, I'm a Hurricane Helene survivor until it makes the turn. My PTSD is kicking. I feel that with Helene right now, I wouldn't have to worry. How is the vertical wind shear on Erin right now? The vertical wind shear, we'll be taking a look at that. Do not fear, you guys. This is a big thing. You guys, I understand there's a lot of fear, but let's just take it day by day. We have to take model run by model run. But let me get right back into it. We'll be looking at the vertical wind shear in just a moment. We are at 16 now likes. We're already past that goal. Let's get up to 20 likes, you guys. And let's get up to 260 subscribers. It will mean a lot. Nice to know you're a Hurricane Helene survivor, you guys. I feel bad for these hurricanes that has impacted the United States, Puerto Rico, the islands. I mean, I can imagine. I was in Puerto Rico earlier this summer, and I was taking a look at some of the Hurricane Maria aftermath, and it's really sad because they actually left some of the damage there to have it as a memorial for everything for that island. I mean, Hurricane Maria, thank God it's not going to happen in this Erin, but it's going to get a little close. Is it going to hit Florida? No. Okay, Carson, it is not going to hit Florida with no doubts. We are not there at all yet. Okay, do not say that in the chat, please. Cat 5 on our way. Okay, we don't know that. We do have a high ceiling. This could get up to a major hurricane. I don't think a Cat 5 right now, but the waters are extremely warm as you get past 40 degrees west. So in the next couple hours to next day or so, we are going to start entering that 26, 27 degrees Celsius waters. Once you start hitting 50 degrees west, that's when things start going from 27, 28, and then 29. And once we get closer to these islands, we're at 29, 30 degrees. And then look at that. Even if it makes out here, I mean, the water temperatures are 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. Very important here. So it's not hitting lands. It might hit Bermuda, 12 days, no power, and we had a closed fan. Wow, that's crazy. I am more conservative. Okay, very nice to know. If you guys are new, please subscribe. It's going to hit Florida. I have a feeling. Look, we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to, similar to Ernesto last year. Oh, wow, Ernesto. That was an interesting. Ernesto, yeah, a little bit. Something to watch. But now we took a look at the water temperatures. You guys can talk in chat. An interesting post on X that I came across out of the 93 tropical cyclones ever passed within. Only 6 has made landfall, or last being Florence. That's interesting. If it misses that trough, yes, if it misses that trough, there's a higher, and then it has a bigger chance. I agree. But let's keep talking here. We are really just crushing it. Probably the best stream. Let's get up to 260 subscribers. That would mean the absolute world to me. Let's just take a quick look at everything. Wow, we are at 261 subscribers. Let's get up to 270. That will mean a lot. I mean, these streams have been awesome. I love you guys. You guys been really supporting my channel. And we have seen a massive growth here on this channel. It means the absolute world to me. But now let's take a look at something else before we just keep taking this slowly. We're going to now start taking a look at some models. And I'm going to give you as a warning, it is not all. Take everything with a grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed yet, okay? So we take a look at the North Atlantic, and now we're going to take a look, why not? Ooh, this is a interesting one. Let's take a look at the GFS. Why not? We're already on there. We're going to take on the GFS, okay? Oh. So GFS has it at 1,002. Right now we're at 1,006, so a little too strong as of the 2 p.m. It also, the current position had it going a little bit more south. We see this nosedive continue. I think that nosedive will continue to happen in the next 6 hours. And honestly, with the GFS, once it's at 40 degrees, and then it has that going west, and then once we, GFS kind of has it going a little bit more west, a little bit longer than the National Hurricane Center. But once we start getting into past 40 degrees west, the atmosphere will get... Oh, wait! We're going to take a look at the GFS. Sorry about that, Peter's miss. We have to take a look at the vertical wind shear. I'm very sorry about that, Peter miss. I did not forget your question. We'll take a look at that. Please remind me if you want me. Seems like GFS is putting a lot of stock in strengthening quickly. That's a lot of dust. Yeah, that is a lot of dust. I think we're just going to have to keep watching it and see if it goes more south. I want to also take that weather-wise and take a look at the current low pressure and the National Hurricane Center track. That's another thing we need to take a look at. Once again, so let's take a look at the hurricane. It does become a hurricane at the GFS 982. Starts strengthening pretty good into a Cat 2 as it ends near the northern islands. And then it starts becoming a major hurricane, starts making that turn. That's because of this trough here. We're going to be taking a look at that. And then the high pressure gets pushed. And it actually hits Bermuda as a major Cat 4, Cat strong 3 to Cat 4. That is very interesting. I do not think that's going to happen. But I think it's just turning it a little bit too quick. Because I want you guys to take a look. So we're going to go one run back. I want you to take a look at the last day. So we're going to go to 12Z yesterday. This was Monday. Look at 12Z Monday. We had it all the way up there. Okay? We went another run there. Look at how big of a difference it went. It went from all the way being out to sea all the way near the Bahamas in one run. That is over a 500-mile difference. And then we went another 200 miles closer to Bermuda in the next run. And then we went further out to sea. Now we're going past Bermuda. Okay. Yes. That's a very big answer. The Daniel River, the high surf, and rip currents is going to be an issue along the East Coast regardless. That is very true. Very true. And then we take a look further out on the latest. So it's been all over the place on the GFS, and that's why I'm not buying it fully yet. All right? Why is it doing this weird, back and forth timing difference and everything? That's because of what's going on. We are at 32 watching. This is just wonderful. Let's get up to 20 likes. This has just been wonderful, you guys. Let's get up to 270 now subscribers. That would mean a lot. 32. The high surf and rip currents, we already know. GFS is on drugs. Scott Pattern, we are not going to say GFS is on drugs because it's not just been the GFS. It's been a lot of the models where it has not just been doing so great. Look at that. GFS, what it does is we have a, let's go, yeah, we're going to stick here. So what happens here is we have a trough. We're going to make it a little bit bigger, my Epic Pen. We got a little bit of a ridge right in here. That, what the ridge does is going to try and bring it a little bit closer if it was a little bit more north. But then we have a high pressure over here. Not too strong. And then we got this trough axis right there. Usually what those will try and do, especially with stronger storms, make it turn abruptly and then turn out to sea. Okay, what we have noticed is on the latest 12Z, it is much stronger here, and we see this honestly break off a bit. And the question is, why from all of a sudden from previous runs? That's because the high pressure out near Bermuda's pushed back a little bit. So look how these runs have been. Look at the upper steering levels. It's been jumping all over, and that's why I'm not putting my money into the GF until I see it takes that turn. I'm all eyes and ears. I agree with you. We're at 19. Let's get up to. Let's do it, you guys. Let's get up to 20. That'll mean a lot. We are just crushing it today, you guys. Just wonderful. You guys already surpassed that 260 subscriber goal. We already did everything. Let's get up to 270. That's the next goal. But we do see it go out to sea because of this high pressure is delayed. This is not strong enough, so it's not going to push it, and it's too far. This was a little bit delayed, so now instead of reinforcement, it's just too far out, and this just has the getaway and boom, that feeling of the trough. So that's why the GFS does a such thing as that. I'm not believing in putting my money into the GFS. I will not put my money in the GFS. I just think there's a few things where it's not right. We are at 35 people watching. This is just wonderful. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Very awesome that we have probably seen the highest view rating out of the live here. Canadian also kind of trended with the GFS. See what I mean? It's been going all over 38. Wow. This is awesome. Let's take a look at the Canadian. Has it very weak. All the way up to the islands even. And then it starts developing. One thing is, it's a little bit delayed. That's what's happening in the 12Z. And the trough is stronger. And it gets kind of pushed. It's a much stronger trough, and the trough is... Look at the differences. This is why I'm not buying the models yet. There's been just a lot of inconsistency here on the model, where if you just take a look at one run and go, look how big difference it is. I mean, look at the awful... I mean, this has just been all over the place with the Canadian also now. Just like the GFS. The European has been pretty much all over the place. The only one that's been a little bit consistent that has trended a little bit. Yoshi is the man. I agree. Yoshi is the man. Yoshi is an awesome dude. European AI is has backed off. Look at that now. It's starting to back off a little bit with it was a different feeling today. We're going to have to see how it goes. And then European has another storm and another wave that ends up going into the Gulf and doing its classic thing. We're going to have to keep an eye out on another hashtag area in... Yep, trough bias, Peter Moss. Trough bias on the GFS. We're just going to have to wait and see, honestly. It's just been too much inconsistence. I will honestly have to say, give it another day. By Wednesday. Honestly, Wednesday. And then if, tomorrow it's much more consistent, all the models are now starting to lock in, then it's for sure going out to sea. Okay? But we're going to have to take a look at some Irma analogs, and I want to take a look at Errol. I'm going to try and take a look at the Errol track. Yikes, the other storm concerns me. Yeah, the other storm is going to be out there too. That's something else to watch. 262 subscribers now. This is awesome. We are crushing it, Weather Kingdom. Let's keep it going. We are crushing. 48 watching. We have... Wow, this is just wonderful. We got 48 people watching. This is wonderful. This is the best stream. Once again, we have surpassed last stream. Sorry, you guys, if I'm talking so much about the stream. It just wonderfuls me. But... I want you guys to take a look at all these models. The only one that's been a little bit more consistent is the hurricane models. I'm honestly in the waiting room for the 18Zs to see how it goes. Because if we start noticing a southern shift once again, then that just clearly shows we just don't know what's really going on with the mesoscale sectors. I don't want to take a look at all the individual models consistent. We have now hit 20 likes. This is absolutely 20 likes. We have gained over 8 subscribers in the stream. This is awesome. But this is the mesoscale. We have that continuing popcorn convection. The atmosphere is slowly but surely gaining its back. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm very interested in how south is this going to go. We are now at 22 likes. This is awesome. Let's get a goal of 30 likes. That would be amazing. Here, you guys. Ooh, let's take a look at that. We're about at 17 northwest. 17. Just a little bit under 17. True color. Let's take a look at true color. A little bit more west. It's still going at southwest. I think tonight's going to be another big and crucial moment here. Could the dust inhibit development? Yes, it could. Hi from Puerto Rico. Nice, Gonzalez. Nice to see you. Interested that the AI has shifted east. Yes, that is very interesting. Where's Pat with those curly fries? That's funny. The AI is correct. Picked up storms and track. It has. You guys, let's... Oh, wow. We are at 50 views. The best we have ever done. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. That will mean a lot. Could this inhibit development? Yes, it could. We're going to be taking a look at the wind shear, because I know Peter Miss is here watching, and why not? We should take a look at that. Look at the movement here. We have seen it move a bit more west. Still trying to move that southwest. We're just going to have to wait and see here. It is starting to get in better favorable environment with the water temperatures. I think that's going to drastically help. If we take a look at the dry air right now, and let's see what's going on here. Look at that. See how the atmosphere is starting to moisten now. All around it, it's starting to create its moisture bubble. This is from earlier. It actually did have in the center a little bit of black spots here, even on the southern side. You could tell that's inhibiting of mid-level dry air. That was earlier, all right? I want you to now take a look at it now. Look at all the moisture. This is going to really be big in DMAX. And I'm going to try and stream again around 12 or 1 in the morning and wait for the 0Z run. So if you guys are new, subscribe, like, let's join it. Yep, the water vapor. There's your water vapor, William. Yeah, look how it is making its own moisture bubble. We went from some dry air earlier today, as expected. And now look how that's just it's not crazy convection. But it's shallow convection, and that's telling me it's about 38 degrees west. It's not in 40 degrees, so the waters are still not the best. But we do notice that the atmosphere, as we keep going more and more west, the atmosphere is going to get more and more favorable, and I do expect strengthening tomorrow. I can see this easily hit 60, 70 mile an hour winds. I can see tomorrow being the beginning strengthening day. And then tomorrow night, it strengthens even more. I can easily see that because moisture bubble, that is really starting to pick up. We're starting to see some banding features. And when DMAX comes, that's going to be a major thing to watch for. That's going to be definitely towards midnight tonight. I want to take a look at the shear now. We're going to go Mike's weather page. It's going to take some time still to disperse the entertaining dryer. I agree, Peter Moss. Peter Moss, I'm taking a look at your shear. I haven't really took a lot. There's not going to be too much shear. The Atlantic's pretty good for that. It's going to be weak too long. Make that sharp turn that soon. I agree. I think it will curve. Yes, that is very, very true right there. It's going to be weak, too long, sharp turn. I don't think it's going to make that sharp turn. I think it will make a turn, but I don't think it's going to go. I think it could go south of Jacksonville and then right up the coast. That's another very big possibility. I'm not rolling that out at all. Once again, let's get up to 270 subscribers. That'll mean the absolute world of me. We're crushing it here. This stream is awesome. Let's do this tonight also. We're going to be, if you guys all come tonight, we're going to be looking at the 0Z runs together. Let's do it. Why not? It would mean a lot. Alright. Shear map. So let's take a look at the shear map here. Let's see if we can spot this out. Peter Miss, do you see this? Come on. When will hurricane hunters start making trips? They won't start making trips probably for the next few days. It will have to get closer. We'll have to get closer to more the Antilles and the Northern Islands. That's when they're going to start putting it out there. Probably once you get 55 degrees west more. Another question, how long have you done YouTube? I have actually done YouTube now almost a year and a half. And, you know, it's been going pretty good. It's just, you know, it's a long process to gain a viewership. And it's not bad. I love doing this because, especially you guys showing me all this love and support, it shows me that, you know, all this last few months of me doing video after video and fixing and not getting really a lot of views and, you know, going back and forth with things in my own life and not being able to be so consistent. I've been doing YouTube for about a year and a half. And this is probably, this month has probably been the most growth. So it means a lot. Check the 200 millibar flow. That's agreeable. Let's go do that. I'm sorry about leaving you guys on that stream. All right, Peter Moss, I have a question. What model should I use for it? I feel like we should go with hurricane models. Yes, Daniel Riverino. That's because of that. I'm going to take a look at the... Oh, wait, I forgot. Oh, wait, Herf model's out. I did not know this. Herf and Hemmen is now running on... Okay, this is awesome. We got all 4 hurricane models. All right. It is awesome. We got some great things going on. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. This is awesome. Love doing this with you guys. So 1004, that's pretty close to what we are at. 2 p.m., yeah. Pretty sporadic dry air. Yeah, that's not bad initializing. It's about just a little south of 17 north. That is very valid. It's not a bad starting point on the HERF. We see in the next... Let's go next. That it starts to get that convection is around 5. That's pretty valid here. I'm not rolling that out. All right. Not bad. And then let's go a little bit more. We start developing as we get into 11 p.m. and tonight starts gaining that convection 1002. And then we start seeing, oh yeah, there it is. By tomorrow it will be strengthening. Yeah, probably a hurricane maybe by late tomorrow night to the next morning, Thursday morning. And then we see the HERF into category 2. Looks like to me it will suffer from dry air and eyewall replacements. That's a big possibility. And then we see the HERF go into major, and wow, it really goes into major. But we're at 19 north here. I don't see any impacts to land right now. And then we see this continue to go north. And we kind of never seen the models of this. We kind of start racing north, but this is about a Cat 3, Cat 4 on the HERF. I want to look at the HERF parent. So this is where the track is. We're at 56 views. This is wonderful. This is by far the best stream ever done. Euro first. Alright, we'll take a look at the Euro. My bad. Look at the hurricane models. Look at that. It's not going fully north, but we do see it starts to develop, especially once you get past 45 degrees west and 50 degrees west. Really starts rapidly strengthening. Look at the wave behind it right here. This could be our next hatch area and the next area to watch also. Very great. We'll be taking a look at the Euro. Let's actually do that right now. Uh-oh. Oh. I really am mad that it's not working. Shear intensity. Yep, the maps are down. We're going to take a look at the Euro. Because you really want me to look at the Euro. Why not? We'll do that right now. Let's take a look at the European. Let's take a... This is 6Z, though. Tropical outlook in the Atlantic. We'll take a look at this, and we're going to try and 12Z. You said 200 millibar wind. Yeah, 200 millibar wind flow. So let's go into... This is about 2 p.m. right now. And right now, it's a little bit of shear. It's nothing too much. There's a little bit in hindering. It's not a cyclonic outflow like we had yesterday. A little bit of it. We do got a little bit of shear. Part of the shear, too, could be because it's moving 22 miles an hour. It is racing off to the races here on the model. We're at 265 subscribers. Let's get to 270, you guys. We are crushing it here. We are doing absolutely amazing right now. Let's go take a look at the European. And let's just watch it. It starts getting a little bit better once you get a little bit out of the Atlantic. And then once, yep, right there. Look at that. Once you get about 50 degrees west, look at that cyclonic flow. Not the best. It's still a little bit out, but look. Northern parts, boom. Western part, it's a little bit like that. There's still a little bit of shear, but not really. We start seeing the outflow channels develop as we get 50 degrees west. Look at that. Very nice on the Euro. Little bit, not full around, but it's continuing to get better, and it's probably going to just crush it here on the 6Z, where, yep, we really start to see that cyclonic flow continue, especially on that northern side. Look at that. Boom. The fanning features. The southern side even. Look at that. Boom. And the western. That's going to be really nice. Not too much here. Just a little bit now. Yeah, a little bit on that side. But look at that. The 200 millibar flow. There's going to be a cyclonic flow developing on it. That's very important. And then we kind of see that continue. Oh, wow. Look at that. Cyclonic flow gets a little interesting over here. Look at that. Boom. Something to watch. This is 6Z, though. I want to take a look at the European. I don't know if European Fast has it. It might not. No, it does not. That stinks. Look at the European 12Z. Has it going north of the... Wait. North of the islands. This is the... 12Z actually has a little bit stronger and actually a little bit south. And we kind of see it right there. Look at that. Let's go there. Ah, I forgot it doesn't. It keeps going back to 72 because we're not fully there. Let's keep it here. Let's go back to 0Z. It's probably farther away. Actually, 0Z to 12Z. Oh. Wait, what did I keep doing wrong? It's farther away. It makes that turn more abrupt. That's what's going to happen. It's making, instead of yesterday going like this, it's starting that turn today a little bit north and quicker. That's because all the models trended with a stronger trough. So it's now really depending on that trough and what we see here. Any questions? Track that jog to the south and determine that same angle all the way to the islands. What do you mean by that? If you can help me on that. We are crushing it here. This is awesome. It does go out to sea, but it doesn't go as close as Bermuda. I mean, look at that. Oh, wait. Never mind. That's 0Z. 12Z, it goes a little bit closer to Bermuda. That's something to watch. And then, oh, wow. Look at the wave behind it. The wave behind it actually doesn't really develop. It's another wave that comes out towards August 22nd. Another MDR storm. So this might not be the only live stream we're doing. Because once this Erin's done, looks like there's a few more waves coming right behind it. That's something to watch. Actually, let's go into pivotal weather. It goes out to 304 hours out. Let's get up to 25 likes, you guys. Is Pat streaming? I do not know. I think he might be. Nope. Fairly steering power initially. People are talking about that they are not confident that this will go out to sea. A lot of people are still believing that it's not going to. And I can understand why it doesn't. I mean, I get it. And, you might call people weenies that want a storm, but no. I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. I think we have to once again wait on the models because they've just been jumping all over, and to me, it's annoying. Because I was talking about it with Pat yesterday on his channel, that the models it just keeps going 50 miles north, 50 miles south. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of pattern playing in this. There's a lot of the ridge, the high pressure. There's like 2 ridges, a few of the troughs, like the timing. Like, it all matters. But we'll just have to wait and see, you guys. We're going to just take a look at the European. This is 12Z. 1,000 millibars. Yup, it definitely starts developing. Definitely a hurricane by the islands. You can tell regardless if it does go north. Look at what's going on here. The southern islands are going to have a stormy pattern. Even if this goes north like the National Hurricane Center, we are looking at some rain bands. Probably tropical storm watches going into the northern islands here. There is some outer bands and stuff impacting the islands on the latest 0. So just an FYI. There is going to be some impacts probability that we are not for sure yet, but we're going to have to talk about it more tonight. Look at that. Some banding features, and actually, Euro has it going then west, even a little bit south, and Oh, it gets hard. I mean, if it can miss that ridge, this thing will go way more west. But look at that, the European just, and then we have that other wave, and this just becomes a full-blown Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane right there. Then we get our next named storm, and this one actually goes out to sea on the latest Eero. And this becomes a hurricane, even major hurricane. And then we got another wave behind it. Very interesting. Something to keep an eye out on. So maybe we get another potential major hurricane by the end of August. That would be very interesting. So everybody's saying that the tropics are dead. It's game over. It's the 2013. I know why they call it the Saharan dust and bust. I mean, I get it. I understand why it does that. I like looking at the Discord and Pat's thing because a lot of people have a lot of knowledge here. What I'm hearing is the ensembles on the Euro has went south. We're going to take a look at that, you guys. Let's do that. We have been consistent above 50 views. That's really good. Let's take a look at the weather.nerds. We're going to take a look at the European ensembles. Apparently, they have shifted south. Maybe in the short term, but maybe not in the long term. Maybe he's not looking. Oh, no, they are out. Let's take a look at 48 hours out. Let's just take a look slowly but surely. Oh, wow, it does have that nosedive. Look at that. That's, wow. Wait. No, a little bit more than the 12Z. 0Z. Huh. A little bit quicker. Let's take a look at 72 hours out. We're going to do it slow. This 12Z. Huh. They're quicker. They might be a little bit more south. They might be just a little bit. Let's take a look at 96 hours out. This is 4 days from now. Oh, wow. Wait. This might be a little bit more south, you guys, on the European ensembles. And if that's the case, that means it might be. I don't know. It's quicker. Let's look 5 days out. Oh, whoa, whoa. You guys, are you guys seeing this with me? The European ensembles might have actually shifted. I don't know. To me, it looks like it might have shifted a little bit more south. There's actually some ensembles that brings a hurricane now into the northern islands. That's why you never say never with the tropics. This is 6 days out. Wow, look at that. Ooh, wow. Look at the spread on the models. You guys, I want you guys to just take a quick look. Look at the spread on the ensembles. We got all the way from near the Bermuda all the way to the Dominican Republic. I mean, this is why I'm saying nothing is certain at this point. I mean, we have to really watch this. Regardless, people saying this is going out to sea, I'm not buying it fully yet. I mean, you can never say never. I mean, look at some of these tracks still. You still get some tracks that actually makes landfall in the northern islands of the Western Antilles. Even some makes landfall in the Bahamas. And honestly, the spread looks even more crazy than last night. Let's look at the spread. No, they might have went a little bit more north. They're very close. 26. Let's go to 30 here. Let's look at 186 hours out. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at the differences. Look at that. We got from all the way Bermuda all the way to the Bahamas. Look how much different variety, but this run has them a lot stronger. That's something to keep an eye out for. This is about 8 days out. And look at that. I'm going to be honest with you. It's very uncertain. It's very uncertain right now at this point. Oh, I haven't even looked at the chat. Hey, I'm sorry. You guys, let's take a look. That's probably not going to happen. There's a be a tropical storm watches and warnings. I am confident it will stay away from the land. Odds are very low for landfall. I got climate monitoring consents. Keeps it away. I wouldn't say she's going to hit Puerto Rico right now on head on, but there is, once again, out of the realm of possibility, there is inconsistent on the models. Let's just go 240 hours out and let's just look at it. I mean, look at the storm. I mean, wow, this is Cat 4 Cat. This is like Category 4 all the way to Cat 5 on the latest European, you guys. Hey, we got 267 subscribers. We are 3 away from 270. That will be a major milestone. Let's get to 270 by the end of the stream. And you guys stay tuned to tonight's live stream. That's going to be awesome. Look at the latest Euro. Wow, it is inconsistent. It actually might have gone closer to the United States. Look at that. There's a few more ensembles that take it closer to the United States and Outer Banks. And that would be easily Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane. So I'm going to keep an eye out on. And then look at the main development region. More tropical waves behind this one. I'm had it. This storm is already... This one storm already has driven me crazy, you guys. You guys, if you guys are new, let's subscribe and share this with your friends and family. This has been a roller coaster of runs here. We have been looking at the ensembles. A little farther away on the GEFS. European, honestly, probably a little bit closer on it. We're 3 away from 30 likes. Let's do that. Very interesting. We're not going to stay here for the... I wanted to, but I'm not going to stay on for the 5 p.m. updates. I'm going to have to take a little break, and then when the GFS comes out, if I do have to come back on, I will. And I'll do another stream. I could end up doing... I know I'm doing one more probably tonight. But I know Pat might be doing a stream also. I'm going to have to wait here and see what he wants us to do. But right now I'm streaming because it's the afternoon and it's a good time. And honestly, it was an awesome time because look at that. Hurricane models. Let's take a look at the Hemin. We haven't looked at the Hemin. We looked at some of the ensembles. If you guys have any... Oh, we are 1 like away from 30. Let's look. Cat 4, that is far north, is unlikely. Like I said, I don't know yet. Watching from Jackson, Florida. Got hurricane fatigue from last year. Yeah. Hopefully this one stays away. More models keep it out to sea. Not really. Not all. But okay. What? Oh, it went right to 126. Look at the halves model here. A Cat 4, Cat 5. Just barely going north of the island. See how the differences on the hurricane model? This hurricane model in the 6Z had a tropical storm to maybe a Cat 1 hurricane. And then this one shows a Category 4 hurricane to a 5. I mean, that's actually... Is that even... Oh, wow. Look at that. Put that away. You all put that one away. It just gets even more. 140. I'm not buying everything yet because, look, we go one run ago. And then it was like this. Hurricane models are inconsistent too, as of right now. Icon should be running soon. Not yet. Nah, probably in another hour. Yeah, probably another 30, 40 minutes to an hour. If you guys want, we can... Alright, we're at 31 likes. Let's go. We passed our goal. This has been an awesome stream, you guys. We hit 270 subscribers. Thank you guys for all your guys' support. We went from 257, and we've gained 13 subscribers in this stream. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. This has been an awesome feeling with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have done an awesome job here. I will be coming back. I might come back for the 5 p.m. update models. I might. That's probably my goal here. I'll just have to end this stream soon because I still have a few things to do. If that's okay with you guys, please comment down below. Awesome, awesome. 33, let's go. Let's get to 35. Why not? And look at that. So more and more shallow convection trying. It's still a weak tropical storm. It's still around 40 to 45. I'm not too confident on anything more right now. By the way, in the overall goal, we're only 30 subscribers away from 300. That will be the next massive milestone. Will be 300 subscribers. Let's do that by the end of August. You know that. Let's do another 30 subscribers by the end of August. That'll be awesome. Look at that. Sun's going down on it. Throw minimums here. It's been getting a little bit moist. It's been working at it. It actually looks like it's been going kind of just west. I don't know. It's been kind of hovering around 17 degrees west. I'm not going to stay here for 5 p.m. because if you guys want me to come back on in the next hour, I will. Yeah, 1006. There's also a typhoon. Yeah, I think I know about that. I'm not too good with it. We looked at anything else you guys want me to look at before I end the stream? Anyone else? Peters Mills, anyone in the chat? Do you guys want me to look at anything else before we take a break and I come back to stream in the next about an hour or so? If not, I'll be on Pat's stream, and then we're definitely doing a stream after Pat's stream. I'll make my own stream, and we'll be looking at the 0Z runs. If not, I think Pat might be actually streaming the 0Z runs. I don't know. Padul. Yeah, I know about that. Oh my, we forgot. I'll do that next. See you later. Alright, so you guys ready to end the stream or what? Alright, before we end the stream, let's get to 35 likes. We are at 34 likes. We are one away from 35 likes. Someone else hits the like button. Let's go. We only need one more person to hit that like button, and that would be awesome. We already passed these goals a lot, but why not? Let's do one more if you guys want. You guys don't have to. We'll take a look at the satellite imagery. There's not too much else to look at. Because I could just come back later. We could take a look at the National Hurricane Center. We could take a look at the models. That's my goal because we kind of look at the 12Zs. We hit 30. Oh. We're at 33. Oh, well, it's fine. Oh, no, we're at 34 now. Awesome. Let's look at the mesoscale quickly. Let's see if there's any sneaky convection trying to explode. Wow, we are at 271. That's awesome. We have crushed it. Look at the mesoscale. More and more showers and thunderstorms continue to explode in it. Structure is perfectly good. We just have to work on some things. We looked at pretty much everything, you guys. Wow. We've looked at a lot. We have hit 35 likes. Thank you, you guys. We done it. But I think I'm going to come back in about another hour or so, and we're going to be looking at the we're going to be looking at the 18Z runs of the hurricane, and we're going to be looking at the ensembles and stuff, hopefully. So that's going to be the next thing. And for 0Z runs, I might be on Pat's Path Predictor. If you guys please go check him out. We'll probably be taking a look at that. I thank you guys for all the support. This was by far the best stream of my life. We have gained almost 20 subscribers. Biggest likes. We're almost at 40 likes. We're at 36. Thank you for the 36 likes to all of you guys. You guys just showed me that there was not really that much lag. Watching from the Bahamas, I hope we don't get hit by a Category 3. I agree. I hope not either. It means a lot. We have done a wonderful job. Let's do this. Everybody that was on here right now, let's come back later to my next stream and let's continue the climb here. This was an awesome, awesome stream. Thank you for the 37 likes. We have crushed it. We've done it. This is by far the best stream I ever had. This channel has seen a lot of growth in the last few days. And it really shows me you guys actually like watching me from Pat's Path Predictor. And it just means a lot because I'm always on there. And you guys have been just an amazing crew. The support that Pat has told me about, you guys talking about me and stuff, it means so much to me. I'm here to do this for the rest of my life here on this YouTube channel. We'll go into the day I cannot anymore. I'll go until I'm 70-year-old and I'll be looking back to this stream probably and be like, wow, this is where things really pop off. But thank you guys for all your support. I would like to see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Not good night. Have a good next few hours. We'll keep you guys updated. So see you guys in the next stream and then see you guys in the Pat stream. Please come back and thank you guys for all your support. Have a good dinner. All right. Adios, you guys.